Let's learn in this video how to use the dynamic keyword in Terraform. We have multiple expressions that we can use, like if and else, for and for each. But typically we use these expressions within properties within the top level block. So if I have here a resource that is a virtual network, I can use those properties or I can use these expressions within these properties. If I have a block here like a subnet, I cannot use the for each inside this for this subnet here to create one or multiple subnets. So the only solution I have is to create those subnets manually. So each time I want to add a new subnet, I should add a new block here for a third subnet, for example. That was from the past. Now, luckily, we have this dynamic keyword. What the dynamic keyword will allow us to do is to have a for each loop inside a block or inside a nested block within the top level block. So in my case here for the subnets, I can not say I want to create subnet 1, 2, 3 hard-coded like this, but now I can say I want to have a dynamic number of resources for my subnet. So this number will depend here on my for each. So here we are using the for each keyword, which will get the number of the subnets defined in my case here as a local variable. So I have locals, I have defined subnets, and in my subnets here actually I have two subnets. So I have subnet 1 and then I have subnet 2. Each one have its own address prefix. So inside this subnet block, which will be rendered like this one here, I will generate a content. The content will be the name and the address prefix for my subnet. So I take here for each value, I take the value subnet name, which is a variable defined inside the subnet's locals, and then I'll take for the prefix the subnet address prefix. So when I run Terraform plan, which I have run right here, Terraform plan, and then I have targeted my virtual network.vnet, which is the resource I want to plan right here. So that will go to create a resource group, of course, and then the virtual network. And within that virtual network, I would have here two subnets. So subnet 1 and then subnet 2, and you see those, it will give me the same result as if I have used manually subnet 1 and subnet 2. So dynamic here will go to look for the number of the instances defined within my locals, and then within there I can fetch the values for each property. So that next, if I want to add another subnet to my virtual network, I'll just go to add the third subnet and then change its name and the subnet prefix, and it will be added automatically using the dynamic keyword.